Alright y'all, today we are going to be talking about a very sensitive topic. This is a very serious video, so I need to put a disclaimer out there. Very sensitive and graphic content is coming up, so just prepare yourself. Take a deep breath and prepare yourself. Also, if you like the video, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, comment, and yeah, let's get straight into it.
Today, I'll be talking about one of humanity's biggest fears. A job! This is a horrifying path that almost everybody will have to eventually face in their life.
Yeah, I told you. We shouldn't even be watching this video for real, honestly. I think this might be TOS.
Whether we like it or not. And most of the time, we don't. But everyone has to get their bread somehow. So we just gotta suck it up and pray that we win the lottery or our parlay hits one day. Because let's be for real, nobody want a job. Like, unless you got real aspirations for a certain type of work. I think most of us, if given a magical opportunity to get paid however much you get paid now and not work that job again, we would take it. Because most of us see jobs as a way to get by in life and try to make ends meet. There's no room for you to pursue passions in this economy. You better second guess that art degree and major in business so you can be an executive marketing promoter for $1 billion company. But I digress. I'm just saying, I doubt that is most people's passions to work at a 9-to-5 at a warehouse lifting boxes. I don't mean any disrespect.
I hate a 9-to-5 job. I'm currently working a 9-to-5. It's ass. In best belief, story times will come. So there will be story times. 9-to-5s are terrible. Try to get out as soon as possible. They should only be like entry-level jobs, for real. Like, unless you move up to like a higher up position, you shouldn't be trying to stay in a 9-to-5 for too long at all. The pay is honestly below living standards, which is crazy. So you can't even live off the pay that you're getting. And if you are, then you're living in like Section 8 housing, essentially. Paycheck to paycheck. But yeah, you can't live off that. It's horrible. The hours are horrible. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, especially if you're within customer service. Like, I'd much rather work in a warehouse than work in customer service. Customer service is horrible because people are horrible.
But am I wrong? Plus, it's fun being unemployed. As long as you got a roof over your head and don't need to worry about bills, most likely because you still live with your parents, then why would you want a job? That sounds like it's taking away your time from being grandmaster on Rivals and watching reels. Nah, that's too much. But eventually, you want to get your own stuff. You know, young boy tickets ain't free. Or life really hits you in the face and now you actually have bills. So eventually, we all have to get a job. However, you know what's harder than actually deciding to get a job? Finding one that hires you. I swear, you can send 100 applications to 100 different places and all of them would still ghost you. You think with how many job openings you see, the businesses are desperate to find people.
For real. Yo, the amount of jobs that say they're hiring but will never get to you. They will never get to you. It took so long to get the job that I have now. I've sent out so many applications to places that said they were desperately hiring. Yes, so either ghosted or no, you need this many years of experience. But you are the experience. This is my first job. You are the experience. What do you mean? You need 3 to 4 years of culinary experience to be a sandwich maker at Subway. No, actually no. There was this one job I applied to be a cook at an elderly home. I was gonna be a chef at an elderly home. I applied to it. I got an interview. And the person said they were looking for someone with 3 to 4 years of cooking experience. You're paying $20 an hour for someone with 3 to 4 years of cooking experience to work at a retirement home. What kind of people are you feeding there? Is this a 5-star restaurant? Is this like fine dining here? What are y'all cooking? You're cooking mashed potatoes and gravy, eggs, bacon, sausage, basic stuff. Why do you need 3 to 4 years of experience to work at a retirement home? I get maybe like a year or 2, but I already have that. I went to culinary school. I already have that. Honestly, just finding a job in the first place is hard enough. And then once you actually find one, in a way, you kind of have to settle. Like, especially if you're desperate for looking for a job, you kind of had to settle, which is really annoying, but that's reality.
It feels
though.
like they're posting it as bait just to mess with people or steal your info. Not only that, if this is your first job, you're gonna have a harder time, because even the quote-unquote entry-level jobs are asking for a qualification of having prior experience.
Yo, we on the same wavelength right here, bro. We are on the same wavelength. I just talked about that. This is the question I hate the most in an interview. So why do you want to work here? I need money. I'm broke. I'm poor. I have no money. Moths are currently flying out of my wallet. I am broke. I have no dinero. None. I have no one at all. I have no money. It's like,
isn't that what this job is for?
No, for real.
How is someone supposed to get experience and not be homeless while almost every decent paying job requires that? And trying to apply for a job on LinkedIn or Indeed is like sending your application into a void. I swear none of those people be reading them. You could have the most stacked profile on LinkedIn. You got a bachelor's, master's, discovered the cure for cancer. Then you send in an application for your dream job to your dream company. Then they write back to you saying, we've read your application. Unfortunately, the CEO's daughter has took your position that you applied for, so get the fuck on. Back when I was still applying for jobs, I literally gave up on sending applications on those sites because I'd never get a response back. Like, damn, was my application that bad?
I got my job. I got my job by walking in there in person. I stepped into the door, resume in hand. One of the managers saw me, was like, is that a resume? I was like, yeah. You looking for a job? Yeah. Bet. I'll get the general manager. Talk, interview next day. I had the job. Why was it so much easier doing that, going in person, than going online? Like, most places tell you apply online, and when you apply online, you don't hear back at all. They ghost you. They absolutely ghost you.
Even when your application does get noticed and you get set up for an interview, you still gotta—
Bro, oh my god, I've been yapping. We're 2 minutes into the video and I've already been recording for like 9 minutes. Oh my god.
go through some more bullshit ass questions.
Why did you choose our business? Y'all hiring. Like, what's up? What is your main motivation to get your work done?
Oh, yeah.
Money. What else am I here for?
Exactly.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Not here.
Hopefully not here.
Yeah,
That's just
exactly.
me being honest with my
God.
answers. What do you want me to do? Work here for the rest of my life? This is a Wendy's.
Nope.
So you gotta lie with any question they ask. You have to make yourself look as good as possible. So you gotta fake it till you make it. Even if they asked you a stupid question like,
Would you still work this job even if there was no pay?
You say absolutely. I always wanted to be a slave. Congratulations. You have successfully become employed. The end of your life starts Tuesday. After starting a job, I feel after the first week, you can find out whether you like it or quit it the next month. And it won't be the job itself to motivate this decision. It's your boss and coworkers.
Jiggle my balls.
They can make or break this whole thing. If you happen to get a chill boss and coworkers you can vibe with, that's amazing.
And honestly, I'm happy that's what I got. I'm so happy that's what I got. I got a really chill boss, and then me and my coworkers locked in for it. It's purely just the customer service aspect of it. That's it. Just the customer service aspect.
That's how my last real job was. I used to be a waiter for weddings and other events. That job low-key had me stressing because I wasn't good at the start. I was awkward taking orders, I would mess up orders, and one time I even dropped a whole tray of food I was carrying at the wedding. Best believe I didn't get tips that day. And what would get me kinda jealous is that some of my co-workers would walk out and carry 2 trays full of food on one shoulder. Like, damn bro, are you Samoan? Those trays are mad heavy and so out of balance. But you know what kept me going? It was the fun time I had with my coworkers and boss. They were cool as hell. We had a carpool to get to the events. It was always a vibe and a good time. They made my experience. Imagine working a 16-hour shift and walking out of it happy. One day I clocked in for a double shift for a wedding and a Sweet 16 at 9:30 a.m. and clocking out at 1:30 a.m. Granted, I was dead after that shift and had to take off my shoes more than once, but I got $60 worth of tips and went to Wawa after work, so
Bro, just $60 of tips? Oh, hell no. Bro, you're working indentured servitude. I'm good.
Oh, I felt like Gucci. And I believe I only felt like this because the environment I was around was nice. Sometimes. I've had to serve some aggressive people at some points.
Yeah, it's my birthday today. What can I get out here for free?
None.
You a bitch.
If I had trash co-workers or a trash boss, I would have not stayed at that job for long.
Oh, for sure.
I have zero patience for bullshit. Literally. Like example, the first job I've ever had in my senior year of high school, I was a janitor at a warehouse. I had no co-workers, so I had nobody to talk to, and my boss was not a bad person, but a bad boss. I'd be working shifts that were 2 to 3 hours every few days, cleaning the break rooms, hallways, and bathrooms. So my pay wasn't even that good, but since I was still in school, I was just thinking, I'm making money and I got more time to study and goon. That sounds like a win-win. But when payday arrived, I would only be paid for half the hours I worked. Sometimes less. I was already barely working as is, combined with a salary of $13 an hour, cleaning up pee-pee and poo-poo. Man, I'm not taking it. Plus, he only paid me through Cash App. You've ever had a job that only paid?
Oh yeah, see that's indentured servitude. You're being paid under the table. You're being paid under the table, bro.
You through Cash App? Man, I had to go. I only worked there for a few weeks. He did pay me the rest of the money after, so he cool, but man, warehouse jobs are not it. My patience dwindled faster when I got accepted at BJ's, and I worked there for 1 day. I asked to go to the bathroom and left during orientation. I discovered they weren't what they advertised. How you gonna call yourselves BJ's without expecting people to have certain expectations? That's false advertising. So I left. That wasn't really the reason. I just didn't want to work in the freezer. That's when I started my waiting job, then YouTube, and now here I am. Unemployed since. I'm just saying I can understand the struggles of looking for and having a job. Especially the ones you only take to make ends meet. And the unemployed life can be really fun when you have stuff to fall back on. If not, it will only be short-term satisfaction. Eventually, you have to get a career, deal with any of the shortcomings of it, and do that for the rest of your life. The American dream! So when looking for a American dream, make sure to get one that you like if you have the privilege to do so. That's all I really wanted to say. In conclusion, enjoy unemployment while you still can. Different strokes for different folks. And so on and so on and Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Oh no, okay, buddy. Alright. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video, yo. I swear, this whole video is really triggering something in me. It's really triggering something in me. Oh my god, yo. But anyway, W Degenerocity. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Adios.